Ash, welcome to Croft, but inevitably take us back to Silverstone and that last race of the day. Just recap, what exactly was your mindset as you were sitting there at the back of the grid?
We were trying to pick ourselves up after, shall we say, a driver error from myself in race 2. And it was one of those, you sat there, you're evaluating the guys that are around you, and you're aiming for points at the end of the day. So any point you'll take at that stage. But yeah, I think we definitely overachieved. We kind of said if we can get to the top 10, then we're doing a mega job. But yeah, I think we were helped by a couple of things within that race, but to get to a podium was a completely different story.
Yeah, you were certainly helped probably by the restart, because that enabled you to sort of reassess everything that might be possible.
Yeah, exactly. We almost classed it as race 3 and race 4 to some extent. Obviously, we did a lot of the work in the first stage of the race. Obviously, I think we started the second half, shall we say, that we started it in 14th. So we've already done a chunk of the places. We've done 12 places at that point. So we could hit the reset button and go again. And I think a few people were caught out by the oil that was laid by, I think, Michael Crease. So that kind of fell into our favour and meant that we could really sort of capitalise on other people's errors.
And at the end of the race, a podium finish. It's an understatement to say that the adrenaline was pumping at that point.
That for me was a race that I would never be able to better at this stage in my career. It's the best drive I've ever had, and that's the sort of drive that, in my eyes, keeps you in the championship hunt. Because if we didn't score those big points, we wouldn't have come away leading the championship still.
How much of that adrenaline, and I won't say new confidence because you've always had confidence, but how much of that do you bring over to Croft now a fortnight later?
A massive amount. I think a big learning curve there was how much the weight does affect the car. I felt like I had a car that I could really do whatever I wanted to with it. Sort of if you go back to the start of the year in Donington, when all the cars are ballast free, we looked mightily strong in some key areas, and we just gained all that performance back. So obviously we've got the full weight back in, which is going to slow it up a little bit, but it just gives you that little bit of confidence that the car can still do it and you can. So for us as a team, it's mega. It means that we can come into here with full guns blazing.
The king of Croft is Colin Turkington, or so we're told. You actually have got a better record than Colin, a better winning record over the last 5 years here at Croft.
I'm trying to claim that title. Obviously, he seems to be the master over his sort of period that he's been in touring cars at Croft. But if you look at, like you said, if you look at actually the ratio of wins to the last 5 years, we're in a very good place, and I'm aiming to claim that title off of him.
It's a strange old season, finally, to say the least. We're confident that the championship will surely go on to a dramatic climax at Brands Hatch. But if it doesn't, Alan Gower's already indicated that the champion might be declared early. How important is it to you to finish each meeting heading the championship table?
We sat there at the start of Thruxton saying we need to turn this around and leave each meeting with the championship lead. We've done exactly that. So Silverstone was a bit of a heart and mouth moment when we're, like I said, back of the grid, and you're suddenly thinking actually we might not potentially leave leading. But yeah, that's our aim at the minute. That's all we can do, because if current circumstances with COVID and stuff like that put a pause or stop on the championship, then obviously we'll be in the best position we need to be.
In a way, it adds to the excitement and it adds to the importance of this weekend coming. Ash, congratulations on Silverstone. Have a good weekend this time around.
Lovely. Cheers, Steve. Thank you.